Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, on Friday, the Australian bulls got together and took an advance back towards the 76 level after Friday's news reported that Michael Flynn might have implicated President Donald Trump in a Russian investigation. You can see here that the market is now struggling at 76 level. From the overall view, I still expect to see the market fail above this level and is still a seller towards 76.50.70. Overall, the bearish implications are slowly coming back. Therefore, we should get a rejection from current levels and look down towards 75.25. Well, the US dollar and the euro staged a whipsaw price action after developments of a probe into Russia's alleged involvement in the US election, as well as with the progress on a tax bill in Congress. Reports emerged that the former US National Security Advisor Michael Flynn would plead guilty to contacting Russians during the election campaign. Now, both the US dollar and also the euro rejected. So the euro rejects to 119.40.55 and the dollar index rebounded very firmly from that key level of 92.55. I still would like to see further evidence though from a technical point that the MACD can break through the threshold of 0 to support the move through the trend that comes in at 118.40. Although I am bearish and we do get a break, then I'm looking down towards 116.90. But we should still keep an eye on the top side, even though we've got this long-legged doji which did reject around that 119.40.55 and should again if challenged. Well, dollar yen is now questioning whether the market can stage a further rally, even though we did get a very sharp rejection from 111.40 on Friday. However, it is struggling at 112.75.85 resistance. It is viewed from a technical point though that we could get a break above this level and look towards 113.60 as a potential target and reassess from there. Any pullback still sees a buy towards 111.40. Well, the pound, although rejected the highs of 135, is now looking back towards this region. After this morning, there was news sources saying that the EU and the UK might have reached an agreement on the Brexit divorce. The European Union has demanded the UK to proposal no later than today, which is the 4th. However, Britain is actually, or should I say the Prime Minister is actually trying to extend that to the 14th. So the market is now looking very close now to seeing a Brexit exit. So we may see a very whipsaw price action in the next 24 hours to 48 with the base quite low now at 133.80 should I say, my apologies. And up and any advances should find resistance around 135 to 135.90. Well, the gold still supporting this level of 1,270 after we saw another rejection. The market was very whipsawed on Friday after rebounding from 1270, hit a high of 1289 before dropping back to where current levels are at 74. Overall, I do expect to see demand to increase from 70 and rise back up towards a target of 80, maybe on towards 90 and reassess from there. Do note though, if you're trading from alongside, a break beneath 70 will give exposure down towards 58.60, which is back here in October. At this stage, the market's still holding from the base of $16.30, even though we did get a brief look under there. We do have a long-legged doji, which tells us that the market is indecisive and selling off. I do expect to see a rebound from this level and look back up towards 16.50 to 16.70. But we do need to see a slight turnaround in these technicals, but the RSI is back to the low stage of its base around near 05, so I do feel that market may soon stage a recovery. To wrap up with oil, the market again rejects that level of $58.85.95, and overall from the rejection I expect to see this uptrend to be challenged, which comes in at 56.90. My view is that the market is bearish and I do expect to see a further breakdown if we get beneath 56.90, which would expose the target of 54.70. So that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful start to the new week.